Silver demand is near record levels. Solar manufacturing is expanding. Defense spending is rising. Industrial consumption is tight. Physical premiums remain elevated. And yet, silver trades like nothing is happening. Flat, controlled, contained. That doesn't add up. Tonight, we're breaking down the real reason silver isn't reflecting what the physical market is signaling. And it's not what most people think. The core question, if supply is tight, if demand is strong, if industrial use keeps climbing, why hasn't silver exploded? The answer begins with one uncomfortable truth. The silver price you see every day is not primarily set by physical supply and demand. It's set by the futures market, and that changes everything. How silver is actually priced. Let's talk about COMEX. The COMEX Futures Exchange determines global spot pricing benchmarks. But here's the key. Most silver traded on COMEX is paper, contracts, leverage, cash settlement, not trucks delivering metal. Daily trading volume can represent multiples of annual global production. Think about that. Paper supply can expand instantly. Physical supply cannot. That's your first disconnect, the structural distortion. When large institutions enter short positions, they increase effective supply in the futures market. That doesn't mean manipulation, it means structure. But here's the problem. If futures supply expands faster than physical tightness develops, price pressure gets absorbed. It looks like nothing is happening. And while underneath, pressure builds. If you value this kind of structural breakdown, not hype, not panic, hit subscribe. Because most financial media won't explain it this way. Let's keep going. Inventory signals. US audience cares about. Watch the data serious investors watch. Registered versus eligible. COMEX inventory. Delivery requests, retail premiums, ETF flows, industrial purchase contracts. There have been periods where vault stocks declined. Retail premiums rose, physical supply tightened, yet price remained capped. That's not random, that's derivatives dominance. Industrial demand, the understated force. Silver isn't just money. It's infrastructure, solar panels, EVs, semiconductors, medical tech, defense electronics. Factories don't wait for lower prices. They lock in supply. Industrial demand is relatively price insensitive. That creates a structural floor over time. But futures markets operate on leverage, not scarcity. Two different systems, one visible price, the Fed factor. Now let's talk macro. When the US dollar strengthens and interest rates rise, metals face headwinds. That doesn't mean fundamentals disappear. It means macro pressure offsets physical tightness. Silver sits at the intersection of industrial growth, monetary policy, dollar strength futures, leverage. That's why it behaves differently than gold. Gold is primarily monetary. Silver is hybrid. Hybrid markets are complex. What would break the structure? Here's the key question. What would force price to reflect physical stress? Three possibilities. A surge in delivery demands a major industrial supply disruption, a loss of confidence in future settlement. When that happens, repricing is not gradual. It's violent. Metals historically reprice in bursts, not trends. The real disconnect. Most retail investors look at one number, spot price. But spot price is a derivative benchmark. Real market reality includes premiums availability, lead times, industrial lockups, refinery throughput. Price on your app is only part of the picture. The real story lives in the plumbing of the market. Is silver suppressed? Careful with that word. Suppression implies intent. What we're describing is structural leverage. Paper markets are flexible. Physical markets are rigid. When flexible systems dominate rigid systems, distortion happens. That doesn't require conspiracy. It requires scale. Final reveal, so here's the secret. Silver isn't broken, it's financialized. Paper sets the visible price. Physical builds the invisible pressure. When those two diverge long enough, eventually they converge. The only question is timing. Strong US-style closing CTA. If you want clear, data-driven breakdowns without the noise, subscribe. Drop a comment. Do you track futures positioning or physical supply indicators? Next episode, we're comparing silver to gold and why their pricing mechanisms behave differently. Stay informed, stay rational.